Sin wants to earn an opportunity to take you away from God, because sin knows that God is holy, and that if you tarry in sin, God cannot partner with you. God, by an act of his great power, stretched forth his hand and delivered the children of Israel out from under the power of the tyrant called Pharaoh. And it was a mighty deliverance, only for them to discover that there was another tyrant. As they sang when they crossed to the other side, I will sing unto the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider has been thrown into the sea. Can you imagine that night of praise and worship? You can't imagine it. That was the song they sang after crossing the Red Sea. They had gone beyond the reach of the tyrant Pharaoh. They sang all night. Then they discovered that they traveled with another tyrant. The tyrant that they traveled with, for which they could not walk with the God that delivered them, was called sin. It was Moses, through spiritual research, that came to the discovery of the fact that the reality of the fallen nature has its roots in the heart of man. For the heart of man is exceedingly dark, and except God changes the heart of man, man will not have the capacity to fulfill the laws of God. It was Moses that stumbled on that at the end of the Torah. So the Torah doesn't have anything to bring salvation to any man, because the conclusion was that man was unworthy. It was prophets like Ezekiel and Jeremiah that began to prophesy. They saw in the spirit, and they discovered a new system by which God will redeem humankind. How that he will give to them a new heart. That means this old, rebellious, worn out heart that is configured after the realities of the fall of the human will be taken out. And a new heart will be given. A heart that God can manipulate. And that's why even though you made up your mind to sin, you didn't succeed. Because God was manipulating. It's a different heart. If it was before you became an unbeliever, you will sin before you realize. He said, I'm going to give you a new heart, and I'll give you a new spirit. Because previously, it was the spirit that walks in the children of disobedience that was upon your life. And now, a new spirit. He's called Holy Spirit. And his specialty is to teach you the ways of holiness. Before the evangelist comes on the platform to say, the soul that sinneth, it shall die. Everyone in that congregation is aware of the fact that they are sinners. Everyone there.